Stream. I'm sorry I didn't do a countdown today. I normally do, but I believe I've mentioned this before. Every time I try to do this, something else goes wrong. And today it was Steam refusing to cooperate. I had to kill its process, and then restart it before it would launch Dark Souls, and by that time it was now. So no countdown today. Sorry about that. But we're jumping right into it. The plan for today is to clear out as much of the Duke's Archives as we can. We're not going to go down into the Crystal Caves today, because I don't want to. And then we're going to go finish Anne Orlando, and because I'm pretty sure with this Obsidian Greatsword I will be able to defeat Lautrec and ONS, but we'll see when we get there. I have just a couple more things to do on my phone, because I spent the last 10 minutes trying to get my Dark Souls to load instead of with a countdown going and able to do the social media thing, so I will be right with us. That was a text to my wife asking how late I can be on this. If I have to cook, I have to get off a little bit early, closer to normal time. But she's working tonight, so that's what it's gonna depend on. Let's pull up my Facebook Messenger and tell my college friends I'm doing this. A Facebook post, which will just be the link. And that should be plenty. Everybody else, I believe, is following me on Twitch, so they should get a notification. So let's do this. Is this actually the Obsidian Greatsword? Yes, and it is +3. I was just hanging out with an old friend, since we were living together last year. This is the first time I've seen him since we moved. That's it! That's one of those enemies I've been talking about that I never get to see. It forms around an item that gets left behind, and then ranks up the item, and then bounces between worlds. You're mine! Get back here! And then there's like a pool of items that it could turn into based on what it started out as, how many times it's ranked up. And I don't know. I have even less data on how the randomizer interacts with that. Alright. Yeah, no more Demon Titanite for me. I should maybe spend some of that. I don't know. I don't have any demon weapons that I'm itching to use, so... Hope everybody's having a good day. If you're alone on Valentine's Day, you're in the right place. Like I said, my wife is working, so I'm alone on Valentine's Day, even though I'm married. How does that work? It's less of a thing. We've never been real mushy. Sometimes I'll look across the room at her and say, I'm just so happy that it's you that I'm with, and she'll go and make a gagging face because she doesn't like sweet like that. I did forget a social media. I haven't posted on Twitch yet, so if we don't climb above 3 viewers by my count in the next 15-20 minutes, then I'm gonna pause to do that. But we'll truck along here a bit. The thing about this area is there's these rotating staircases. I guess there's not one in this room. And they are how you get to new areas of the Duke's archives. And so, oh, you know what? Maybe we have to go up yeah, there it is. We have to go up another level. Ow! That really hurt. Yeah, I didn't want to be locked onto it anymore. You're right. That frustrated me. What a great time to start. I'll take this moment now to do the Snapchat thing. And it needs a link, which attach to Snap. Send to my story, and then everybody! Wahaha! Hooray! And that's all the social media I will have had to have done. Has. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's another lame winter day here in Delaware. There's some, like, maybe an inch of snow, patchy snow on the ground. It's 36 degrees, but not sunny, so it's like kind of melting and kind of not. Today is one of those glorious days when I don't have to leave the house for any reason. I even, I've worked out already today, and I do that inside. So, I get to just look out at the daytime and laugh at the cruddy weather. Gotta clear out the archers again. This isn't an archer. Still don't want it sneaking up on me, though. We're gonna come back around this way. Was there not an archer over here? There wasn't. They drop other things. We've seen it, so I have to honor it. Every time I have to check. And more of those item creatures will only be good. Who doesn't like humanities? Okay, alright. We're doing. There it is. Good. Alright. So, let's start on this side. The first, Whoa, that was not as safe as I thought I was. We'll try to be systematic about this. Whoa, hi! I thought my giant thigh was an enemy coming to get me. That was weird. I'd rather you didn't. I really feel like that should stagger you. No item, huh? Alright, should be safe from the magic. Eat one of those. Drink that. Eat another one of those and advance. Iframes for when the sword one attacks me. Last time I was having, like, some issues, and partway through my stream I had to kill some processes, some stupid background Windows 10 processes that I didn't want anyway, mid-stream. You'll be happy to know that I did that ahead of time today, so hopefully we won't have that issue. Jeez, I just thought the end of my sword was a crystal hollow coming for me too. Maybe I'm a little paranoid. Nah. So we're going to go about this, like I said, systematically. We're not going to change anything until we've explored everything we have access to. Then we're going to start rotating staircases and things. That is going to mean we're going to get shot from across the way. there. But you know what? Small price to pay. What's a couple arrows in the flesh? Sadly, they don't just aim for your knees. No items still. Yeesh. Tum-ti-tum. So, my day job is in a restaurant. It's known. And one of the things that I've never understood about every restaurant I've ever worked in is why the floor is finished in a way that is so slippery when it's wet. It feels irresponsible. It's confusing. And before you ask, yes, I do wear no-slip shoes. Here we go. We're going to do the rotating thing. I do have non-slip shoes. They're a little bit old and worn out, so the soles actually don't really have any tread left on them. But that's neither here nor there. They do fine when it's oil on the floor. That's what they're designed around. But the floor, I think it's the ice machine, has a leak in it or something. And so there's one area of the kitchen where I work that's the floor is just always wet. And I was moving and grooving yesterday, trying to keep up with the pace of service, and my left leg, my left foot slipped in such a way that it twisted my knee, which is really bad because a couple years ago I tore my ACL skiing in that way. It was a twist, so for the rest of yesterday it actually hurt, and it actually hurt worse than I think it has. Definitely than it has in a long time. And so that was a lot to deal with. Wouldn't it be horrible if this one was a mimic? Could you imagine fighting it here? It'd be terrible. There's the key to New Londo Ruins. That's not a very handy place for it. And we have the master key, so it never mattered! Dark Souls. Oh no. I guess any joke about getting injured is pretty dark. But that's just the way it goes. Dark Souls. I don't know if there's any pun direction I can go with that one. I mean, there's definitely going to be a dark direction I can go with it, but that was lame to begin with. What are we doing here? We're going this way. There's something weird about how I walk, and this was true before I injured one of my knees. For whatever reason, the way that I wear out shoes, it's under my big toes first, is the first place to go. And that is reflected in my current work shoes. There's a perfect little hole under both of my big toes. And that's great when there's puddles as well, because you know how everybody loves wet socks. That's handy! Killing them in one heavy? Beautiful. Alright. Now I can't access this side. Actually, you know what? I can. Time to be adventurous. Okay, it didn't matter. Shoot again. Good. Ah, it wasn't good. Bye! Can we tell where he... Yep, there he is. I'm gonna... Ooh. See about finishing him off here. Ah, that wasn't good. This is where I come in from originally. Yes, okay. I'm really hoping that I don't need new shoes. I want to leave the restaurant and be a full-time creator. But since I've wanted to do that for a couple of years now, it probably would be more prudent to just get the shoes. I thought it staggered him, but nope, just killed him. And it's not something lame like buying new shoes is admitting defeat or some crap like that. It's just... It's not that they don't work, and I don't think that fresh shoes would slip less. That it's just like a cement floor with paint on it. And so when it gets wet, it's just really, really slick. So I don't think new shoes would really solve that. Admitting defeat. Ah, there we go. Kim Champ going toe-to-toe with Andrew Makes Music in the pun department. A real nail-biter. Although if you're biting your toenails, there's probably something wrong. Another one of my favorite things about Dark Souls is this right here. Not specifically this lever, but these you make progress and then it's tangible. You make progress and then you keep it. That bookshelf having having slided out will stay out. And here's the bonfire. Actually, you know what? There's no reason for me not to. This is one of the least safe bonfires in the game. See? Da-dee-dum-dee-dum-dum-dum. There were fewer items up in there than I expected there to be. Are we going to bump into Logan here? Yep, here he is. Velka's rapier and the gauntlets of Artorias. Neat.
Hello there. I was expecting you.
I hope so.
This is truly magnificent. More than expected.
More than expected.
I promised I shall share the new sorceries with you and the secret of Seath's immortality.
Is this how you're supposed to learn this? Worth. I don't need Demon Titanite, but thank you. My favorite weapon in the game. Goldhem Black Cloak. I might have to cross Blighttown again. Poison resist isn't bad. What are the requirements on this? 36 and 18. Oh. But look at that base damage. And the B scale and strength. I love that weapon, but...
The secret of Seath's immortality.
Yes, please.
You must know that Seath is a true undead, different from ourselves.
I haven't heard this dialogue before.
And no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death.
That was weird.
It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you so much as scratch his hide. And it so happens, the primordial crystal is in the inner garden of these very archives, the Crystal Forest.
Ooh, he got excited there. Forest!
The knowledge here is limitless.
So I believe his little story is that once you buy... Well, we've seen he was trapped in Sen's Fortress, and then he was trapped here. And then once you buy all of the things he sells, he goes hollow and fights you. But I'm not going to buy that. Oh my goodness. Wow, sorry. That was how rude of me. I'm not going to buy that, the Hujumu what's it from him. The 50,000 soul. This is a perfect place to find those. The 50,000 soul Demon Titanite. Especially since I'm full up on those already. It's actually good that we have some rubbish now. Don't let it fool you! It's a pretender! Is this the last one in the normal game? Have I gotten all the rest of them? That was supposed to be a jump attack, for what it's worth. Jump over the pile of books! Stop disappearing! That terrifies me! That's not supposed to happen! It's because of the surface that it was standing on. You see the... yeah, alright! My thumb accidentally... Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Mimics shouldn't get flash. Or cloak. I don't need invisible mimics. When I did that last jump attack, my thumb hit the right D-pad button, and so I was really afraid of what was going to happen and when. But luckily, hey! We can get into the painted world of Ariamis. And that's actually a lot of items. That's what we'll do. All right, so... Oh, and the other thing I want to do is I want to go to Snuggly the Crow. I have written down here what all of the things that Snuggly will trade are. And I have the pendant. I have rubbish. Yeah, I have most of these things. Instead of writing dung pie on this list, I just wrote poop. I'm always leaving little gifts for my future self like that. Is that an unfortunate thing to call a little gift? This is why it was disappearing, for those of you who it's your first time. Is because it was standing on... Ah! It was standing on that surface, and the game was getting confused about whether it was up or down. What you got? Ornstein's helm. Cool. So, maybe I'll do the Snuggly the Crow thing. This is a fog wall too. Sir Bradley of Crumbleton suggested a fog wall randomizer to me. And so now I'm paying attention to where the fog walls actually are. And it's terrifying and thrilling. I just might try that. I would probably put race mode on for that one, because I would randomize the items too. I would probably put race mode on for that one. So that I knew, like, it gives you a list of the race mode locations. So it's not any location in the game anymore that the Lord Vessel and the Four Lords Souls and keys and things can be. It's only specific spots. Like that spot right there that I'm about to hit after I hit this a bunch. In race mode would be guaranteed to not be a key item. And, I mean, odds are here in not race mode that it won't be either, but that's because of the density of key items, not because of any type of organization. Y'all aren't guarding anything? Okay, bye. What? You heard that, right? Big, clumpy... Oh, it was just them turning to look at me, I think. Now, there's a gold one around here somewhere with Sigmayr's daughter in it. But I didn't... Maybe not, because I didn't help him in Anor Londo yet. That's how I know I missed stuff in Anor Londo. And I'm pretty sure I know where, too. So we're going to do that, too, today. Okay, I'm hearing my own footsteps. It's creeping me out. I don't normally play this with earphones in. The regular talisman and the painting guardian gloves. That was a longer name than I expected when I was inflecting. The painting guardian gloves. We'll dip into the crystal caves. We're not going to fight Seath right now because I really don't want to do the invisible bridge baloney right now. I want to go back to... Yeah, definitely making the footsteps heavier. You'd think, though, because I don't know if you can see, but it has toes. So I think of it like it's bare feet. Also, the reflection off the sunlight shield is really cool. I've never gotten to use it before. So part of me wants them to be a little bit like bare feet, but they super duper are not. Wow, that was expedient. Is there an item over here? Nah. That reminds me of in the music video for Billy Joel's The Longest Time. It's like the end of a school dance or something, and the janitor's sweeping up, and he says, "You gonna be much longer?" And Billy Joel, in his mid-20th century New York accent, goes, "Nah, not much longer." And I just want him to blow his nose. Oh, okay. Well, alright. That's... Yeah. Fighting two of these at once is not fun. That's why I'm being a little aggressive. Crap. Up, corner. Yeesh. That one made me nervous. If you can get anything to complicate their pathfinding. My jump's better. You're in good shape. Can't walk up that incline, apparently. Are we going to be dropping the same thing here as we did back in Darkroot? Steal stuff? Or chain stuff? Well, oh, alright. Yeah, no, that's so precarious. I'm gonna get on with it. Go to more item-dense areas. The Painted World actually just changed... Access to the Painted World changes everything. Having found the Lord Vessel there before, I'm never gonna forget about it again. Apparently we're going heavy on the humanities. I might do an off-screen thing, where I do all the crow trades and spend the 30 humanities to get the Chaos Servant Covenant rewards. Because I'm interested in what those are, but I don't need to waste any more of your time than I already do. Phone's blowing up. Oh, jeez. All sorts of stuff is happening. And of course, my phone's quiet all day until I do this. And to be fair, I did send a Snapchat to a whole bunch of people saying, I'm making a fool of myself on the internet. Come say hi. But, like... And then post on Facebook 2 times. But it looked like at least some of the Facebook activity had nothing to do with those posts. So, I don't know what that's about. Let's find... Geez. Okay, so we're going to beat Lautrec, because then his corpse appears in my world, and that's another item. Actually, sorry I already pressed circle. Sitting down again. What's a level cost me? 23. Alright, we're gonna kill 3 sentinels, level up, and then, find... Sigmire! Did I call him Solaire? Why do I like, every time I've tried to come up with his name this session, it hasn't worked. I've had to fish. And Sigmire's the best. What's this do to you? Ah! Yeah, okay. Egg vermifuge. No thank you. But yeah, so I just had my old roommate over. He hasn't seen the new place yet. And part of that is because, for reasons that I think I actually talked about last session, we didn't have the big TV set up in the living room yet. Until just like last week, which ironically his dad helped us with. So it was him. His dad got to see the new place before he did, which I do feel kind of bad about. But you know, his dad didn't hang out. His dad helped hang something up. Is that a pun? Does that count as a pun? I don't. But so he came over and we played Super Smash Brothers Brawl. And I think it's the first time I've played Brawl since Smash 4 came out. Sorry, Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS. Such a catchy title. Alright, we're going to stop at 30 endurance and start pouring some stuff into vitality, because we don't need strength or dexterity anymore, because we have dragon weapons. I still haven't watched the, I haven't watched the the last session back as a video yet, which I do because it, you know, it helps me do better next time, and the next day, and the next day. But something last session just plain dropped dragon scales. I can't remember if it was Pisaka's. No. They were dropping masks. Pinwheel masks. And I was talking to Mr. Stabanzo about that. That was fun. No, it was, I have a feeling it was the Batwing demons up here. Which would be so cool, because there's plenty of them to grind. I wish I still had my humanities. I'm sad to have lost them. Kim Champ, was your Snapchat message? Cool, I'll be right in. I haven't opened it because I was busy, I suppose you could say. Oh, here's a fun thing. If you're quick enough... Ah! I wasn't quick enough. But check it out anyway, we're gonna make it. They don't follow you in here. Just like the Fangbor from last time isn't allowed over certain thresholds. Right? Right? Yeah. No! Get out of here! Now back off. Alright, so they can get in here. They just don't fight in here. I can live with that. Oh, thanks. I feel like it's the same one as I used last time, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, Lautrec. Coming for yous. I always forget that there's a loading screen to do that. I am a blue spirit of vengeance! And I'm still hilariously proportioned. Alright. So one strategy here is to just focus him. Which, yeah, see? Now don't die during his death animation. Right? They make everything better. So I do get an ear. Don't die! Let me go! Let me go home! Woo! That got hairy. So that's one of those items is random, and one of them is not. Keep an eye on our Sentinel friend there. He always drops that Firekeeper soul because that's how you revive Anastasia of Astora. Excuse me again. To turn the Firelink Shrine Bonfire back on. The Hovel's Gauntlets are randomized. It's supposed to be the Ring of Favor and Protection. But I already have one of those. Now. That's a really bizarre sound. Very strange. Let's go! Oh, no. I made the wrong choice. Hey, did you notice that I was at full health when I came back? Invading can actually be very, very fun. Was this chain? Yeah. The leather gauntlets are part of the chain set. I know it's unintuitive, but That's okay. Now, I'm trying to... You stay down there! Eesh. I'm trying to find the place where the nuts hunt the squirrels. No. Again, I keep wanting to call him Solaire every time. Yes, I do want to go this way. Sigmire. And I'm pretty sure I know where I missed him. I don't want to fight you on the stairs. You can parry... Well, one can parry that. I obviously didn't. But, you know, it's nice being back with an upgraded weapon. Wow! I knew you were there, too. Eesh. Stop it. Could you imagine having the strength to stab someone through with that? That's like the least stabby weapon I think I've ever seen. Aside from, like, where is it? That! Well, even that seems to have a better point. Jeez. In any event. There's the Dragon Greatsword. Requires 50 strength, but does 390 flat damage. Always. And that's not even upgraded. My +3 Obsidian Greatsword is at 416, which my grandma's birthday. I forgot about that. And that's +3. So reinforcing the Dragon Greatsword one time would cause it to be doing more damage than this one. But, like I said, 50 strength. Solaire's gone. I wonder, because I haven't fought O&S, but I have placed the Lord Vessel, so I really don't know if Sigmire is still going to be there. Which would be a shame, because that would mean that I missed out on a gift of his. But do they drop anything I care about? I don't remember. But that's not going to be game breaking. Worst case scenario, it's something like the Rusted Iron Ring or the Large Ember, where it's something that I want every playthrough, but not something that is totally necessary to completing the game. And as we've discovered, part of the fun of a randomizer in Dark Souls is surviving with what you find. This is the one that doesn't open from this side. So that's where I'm trying to get. Now, how to do that? Also, there's a Titanite demon that I should vanquish. Cycle to the offhand. There it is. Nothing. Let's see. I don't know if it was, well, going back to Smash Bros. I don't know if it was Brawl or my old controllers or my old brain, because I am several years older than the last time I played that game. But it felt like a lot of my inputs just plain weren't happening. And I find that distressing. Or I was finding it distressing. I'm over it now. But like a lot of, whoa, that was a close one. a lot of smash attack inputs, or like sometimes even dodges, which is really bad, because, you know, you're dodging to avoid something. That was timely. And so you want dodges to happen when you say you want them. I don't know, I didn't... Halfway through that sentence, I realized I didn't really need to say out loud, you want dodges to happen when you want them to happen. You want your character to dodge when you tell it to, is the actual way to say that. Nah. Sorry, I'm so far into this now that I want to focus. Kill. Yay! What you got for me? Cool! Something you don't see every vanilla playthrough. It's stupid heavy though, right? No, it weighs the same. It's actually a fairly early game kind of a shield. It has really good magic resistances. And is just a little bit heavier than the Hollow Soldier shield. Interesting. It's like a more magic, or a better versus magic Hollow Soldier shield. That's nifty. Is this what I want? Yeah, I think so. Because I went down, I fought the spear. Oh, it's got... Does it really? That would make sense, too, since it's, like, been on the gargoyle for how long? Alright, I think this is the tower I want to take. I think this is the direction that I haven't gone. And by best in class, you really mean of regular shields, don't you? Off my groove. Let's try again. I'll take it. Okay, so the ones that I was comparing it to, I wouldn't be surprised though, because the Hollow Soldier shield is one of the better early game ones, right up there with the the kite shields. And you saw 2 kite shields and the Hollow Soldier shield, and so of those early game, because you would get it from the gargoyles. So of those early game shields, it seems it's got really good magic and best in class durability. I'll take it.
Whatever can be done. Ah, you're here. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the Silver Knight? Ah, don't be ashamed.
Oh.
Let us think of vanguard like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome it together.
Minecraft villager. For those first timers of you out there, this is the problem he's talking about. It's this room full of Silver Knights. Ah! When's the last time you got backstabbed by a Silver Knight? I'll backstab you right back. Ha 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 ha. And then I'll quick flask because I don't want to die. Okay, I do have a purging stone. Look at that. I'm so happy that worked. That didn't. Alright. This isn't a good situation. Okay. That was more damage than I needed to take fighting that. Oh well. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. While the other guy just watched. He totally tore up that first guy, but I'm confident in my friend. He doesn't need my help. I already have one of those. But Snuggly wants one, so at least I'll get to keep one. Oh ho!
Friend, wait. You defeated those monsters?
Indeed I did.
I'm saved. This Knight of Catalina hereby commends you. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
Rubbish. The Dark Moon Blade Covenant Ring and the Blue Eye Orb. So this is one of those times when I'm like, do those things travel together? Because those, I'm pretty sure you get those together in vanilla. Don't you get those for joining the Dark Moon Blade Covenant?
Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
Even if you do, he doesn't come up with anything. I'm very angry at that vase! Alright. I like that painting of a sentinel. It's fun. Alright, so that's what I was missing. That was what I was after. What floor am I on? Not the one I want to be. See? I'm up a little high. Hi there. Hi there. Alright. So that does it for Anor Londo. I'm gonna... It was 23. I haven't noticed how many souls the Silver Knights are dropping. So... You. I ain't afraid of you. Although maybe I should be. 1,000. Okay, so actually, if I just plunk down at the bonfire and then kill the two on this floor, I'll have another level, and then I'm going to run to the bathroom, and then we're going to fight ONS. We'll get it done. I say get it done. I don't know how my current build is going to stand up to them. I imagine, because I'm doing plenty of damage now. That was the thing that caused me to hold off before. But... was that a weird little graphical glitch? But, and we have to kill the big guy first, even though generally it's easier to kill the little guy first. Because he stays all up on you. The first several times I fought ONS, I kind of, so definitely the first time, I kind of was keeping damage on them evenly, which is a big mistake, as you'll see. Oh no, we're gonna get some vitality. Alright, fam. I will be right back. back. Get myself all set back up. That's the wrong AirPod. Only one of them has been connecting. I don't know why. But that's okay. Because I don't want to... They have the kind of rubbery earpieces. So it makes it harder. It makes ambient noise quieter. That's so much damage. See, you can parry that. But I would only wear one anyway, because I want to be able to hear my voice ambiently. And if you have it play through, there's an echo. No. Yeah, so if you have it play through the Twitch Studio software, it feels like an echo because it's on a delay. And I can't... It makes it so hard for me to focus. Killing O and S. No, there's nothing else in Anne Rolando that I want to do. So... Huh. Ah! Kim Champ, you still here? I'm excited for you to see this fight. Alright. You'll see the origin of my thunder thighs. There they are. Ornstein and Smo. Smoog? Smoff. No, like I said, I think it's the Irish small. Well, that got me. Yeah, this is... I'm not saying, oh, this will be a piece of cake, because I'm going to get pounded into mulch a couple times while I remember how this fight works. But I foresee myself having less difficulty with this than I have at times past. See? There's a rhythm to these things, and you have to find it. Oh. A guy just got out of his car and then got a big stuffed koala out of his passenger seat. There's 2 boxes of chocolates and then a little vase of flowers, and he's carrying all 5 of those things into our building now. That's sweet. I'm so glad I married someone who doesn't like that sort of stuff. Part of why I'm so good at fighting that guy is because he's on the walk to O and S. Which, you know, doesn't account for how bad I am at fighting this guy. Yes, Andrew Makes Music's favorite day of the year, February 15th, Cheap Chocolate Day. And rightfully so. Who doesn't love cheap candy? Yes. All right. Boop. Run! There's actually a great archer up there, too. Like the guys on the buttress run. And he'll really mess you up if you try to fight those sentinels. No cutscene this time, we just get right into it. Eesh. I thought Smo was so much closer because of how big he is. Ah! I don't want to be in a corner like this. Now I flask. That probably seemed counterintuitive, didn't it? How did that hit me? Come on. Whoa! So pay attention to how they fight, too. Because stage 2 of this fight will be more interesting if you do. Ah! I don't like taking those hits, man. I don't like taking that hit either. Get out of there! Isn't it horrifying? That's one of the things that I was talking about, too. Because... Oh, no! I was too close for Smo to get me. That's exciting. Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna... Woo! Got it! So this is what I was talking about now, too. That high-pitched sound hurt my voice. This is always a weird moment for me, and I'll talk about why. Look at how tenderly Ornstein does this. He's like, oh, friend. Your power is now mine! Ornstein is one of Gwyn's knights, like Artorias, Kieran, and Gol. The Leo ring was his gift from Gwyn, and Smo wants to be... Why is that so slow moving? Smo wants to be one of those knights, but he's too ruthless, and so Gwyn never inducted him. That's a grab animation. Ow, my everything. And so, the fact that you fight these two as a pair has always intrigued me. Because, like, I don't know, you obviously ship them because you fight them together. That attack! That's what I wanted you to see. They get each other's moves. If you kill Ornstein here first, then Smo... Okay, I tried to dodge that the same way both times, and it didn't work either time. Smo will just smash him with his hammer, and then he'll have lightning powers. So, I don't have them on my... Yeah, no. So because Smo is so ruthless, he was never... Gwyn never... Oh! Two-part attack. Inducted him into the Knights. But you fight them as a pair. And so, like, there's this weird kind of implication that they have a relationship of some sort. And then the way that Ornstein does that... just to save everybody time, I'm gonna, kindle this bonfire so that I get 10 flask charges. I could probably do it with 5, but again, I want to keep this moving. Kindle, there it is. I don't know, I couldn't find it. And so it baffles me that there's that weird moment of tenderness on the part of Ornstein when just before he absorbs Smo. Especially since there is no tenderness on the part of Smo when you kill Ornstein first. Ornstein, like, staggers backward, and then from out of frame, boom, the hammer comes down, and then Smo has electricity powers. So maybe I'm just, like, maybe I'm seeing something that's not there, but I don't know. Because it's very distinctly a moment when Ornstein starts to absorb Smo's power. And so, is he bracing himself? Or... I don't know, it's just one of those Dark Souls things that, like, just isn't ever really addressed or disgust. Kind of sad, but kind of neat. Totally lost my way around there for a second. It's interesting to me that we haven't found the other undead asylum key yet. It's a bizarre thing to me. Why do you always run to that side of the pillar, man? It makes that so easy. Hey, we're 1 hour in. Thanks for hanging out. I'm having fun. I hope y'all are too. Let's start with that one today, huh? Ow. Weird that that one did so little damage. In my first playthrough, I went out of my way to get them to destroy all the pillars, but it doesn't do anything. That's probably why, is because it was a roll attack. You tried it though, huh? Ow. Worth. Ah! Morgan, was that the jump that you were talking about? The butt slam? Or his overhead swing jump? Metal shields are not good for blocking electricity. Skyward Sword taught us that, didn't it? Not that we didn't already know. This jump? Because that is a scary jump. Early roll! Alright, this is the part where I don't die! Grab my bloodstain so that it doesn't matter if I die, because I want to keep that humanity. And we move forward. I'm glad I didn't act like I was going to do this on my first try. I know that would have been foolish, but, like, I'm glad I know that. I was just really scared because I didn't have a humanity in my pocket. I was like, where'd it go? Why don't I have... It's because I just died. Let go. I had a friend in college who, when Dark Souls enemies would start running at him, he'd go, "Hello there!" And he didn't have, like, any accent or anything. It was a voice he would put on. Like, "Hello there." It makes me really happy. I just remembered that. I gotta start writing down topics to talk about, because, like, I've been thinking about stuff all week. Like, oh, I could talk about that on stream. Oh, I could talk about that on stream. And I didn't write any of it down. My knee was one of them. And it's doing better today, so there's that. Also, the fact that I haven't done very much today really helps. But I gotta find out where that demon titan or the dragon scale came from. We have plenty of demon titanite. Oodles. Alright. Let's see if I can get my bloodstain closer. That's what he normally opens with. Ah! I made the wrong choice there. So this is also why it's fitting that I'm wearing Ornstein's chest and Smo's hands and feet. Oh, that's not the direction I wanted to go! Whoa! I just want my bloodstain back. There it is, okay. One fewer thing to worry about. That would have been nice if it had hit, you know? Ugh. Wow. Ah, now you get to see another mechanic. Why it was foolish of me on my first time through to reduce their healths evenly. You just come out of the woodwork like that, man? Come on. Oh! Well, now my bloodstain will be closer. Oh, man. So my damage output is fine. I just need to now get good. I don't know if you could hear that. That was my elbows cracking. Because I'm a little monster. One of these deaths I need to look at my phone, make sure nobody like asked me, oh cool, how do I tune in? Or something like that. We watched Wreck-It Ralph last night. Wonderful movie. That noise I just made sounded like something Vanellope, a noise Vanellope would make to make fun of Ralph. That's what reminded me of it. Right at the beginning, when they're in the tree, and the metal's at the top. I'm just repeating everything I'm saying. Very mature. Stop it. John C. Reilly was a perfect cast for that film. I don't just like there's this humility in the way he talks when he's, because Wreck-It Ralph is kind of a serious character. If he and Vanellope are a classic comedy duo, then Ralph is the straight man without a doubt. Get away! Get away from me! I'm lucky I know my way around this place, because that was scary. Ornstein will break these pillars, too. Gotcha. That was a good one. Where's the little one? Where's the little one? See the sentinels? There's the little one. The sentinel shield pressed up against the fog is really unsettling. I don't like being between these guys. Yay! How about that? For whatever reason, I just cannot ignore my bloodstain. I've seen other gamers videos of doing this, and like yeah, I was afraid of that, but the flask went off, so that's good. And they just ignore their bloodstain, and like, more power to them, I guess, but I can't do that. If I lose my bloodstain, then I might. Bad choice. If I lose my bloodstain in this process, then I might. Just because then there's nothing in it that I care about. It's this humanity mostly that I'm concerned about. But I don't know. I just can't. I don't like losing stuff. Could be from growing up with attention issues. You lose stuff all the time, and you kind of beat yourself up for it too, because like, other people don't lose stuff as much as you do, so do better. Oh, I hit his hammer. It behaves like the Sentinel's shields. No damage to that. But as you can see, well, I was wondering where he went. As you can see, it's easier to kill Ornstein first because he's quicker, and because it's easier to keep track of Smo without looking at him because he's bigger. So, like, nice try! Man, there was an input there that it would have been nice if I had done the animation for. But it's always a benchmark for me when you get their health down past the end of their name letters. Man, he CC'd me with his hammerhead. Alright. Now. Oh, come on, come on, come on! There it is. What I'm saying, though, is that the cutscene doesn't trigger immediately. Ornstein's animations will continue after you kill him. So I have had it happen where, like, I'll land the killing blow on Ornstein, and then Smo's hammer will come down and kill me, and then nothing happens. Is that tender? What do we think? It looks like a really caring kind of thing, but, like, I don't know if Ornstein sees Smo as human enough that there is caring there. Ah, I forgot to check for Domhnall at Firelink. That's gonna hit me. No? Okay. Because he gets the... After you kill the golem, he gets that stuff. You want to try to grab me? No, but you are gonna 3-part attack me, and it's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, that was more than 3 parts. There's the attack. Oh! Now with lightning. Real lightning. I was talking about that the other day, too. That's power thirst. I remember seeing that in freaking, like, middle school. 2007 YouTube. That's right, kids. I'm old for a young person. I don't like this flask situation here. Uh-oh. This I'm into. I staggered him. That was supposed to be a big jump backward. Yeah, I knew that was going to be the next attack he did. A lot of bosses... Again! Oh, I dodged the wrong way every time on that. That's what getting good is. That's what it is. You need to learn how not to dodge certain attacks because they hit you every time. What do we think? Do we think that I can survive one hit? Or should I flask? Vote now in the comments. Oh! Well, okay, I can survive a hit. Early dodges. And I'm dead. I don't have anywhere to go. Yeah. The only place I had to go was, like, toward him. That's okay. Almost halfway down Ornstein's health bar. And I don't have any recourse anyway, so I need to take these transient curses off and replace them. Soul of the Ash Maiden. Specifically. Replace them with humanities. Can you feel it? We're getting close. That was a long one. Backhanding stuff. What do you think this is? Tennis? I don't know why that's where my head went, but you know. More of that. And we don't have to flask before we go in now, unless the Sentinels get us somehow. Wouldn't that be a shame? Dum-de-dum. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Drum, 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 drum. Drum, da-dum, da-dum. That's not a tune. I just made that up. Like, that's not supposed to be anything. But, one of the YouTubers I watch a lot, I started a series that I watched of his before, but, like, it was in my first big binge of all of his back content. That's the kind of attack that I just love! Ow. And he is the original person that I ever, like, it was his YouTube channel that introduced me to the concept of a randomizer. I don't want you to be there. That was embarrassing. That should have been a dodge. But, so it was a Wind Waker randomizer. The original one was an Ocarina of Time randomizer. I believe it was his, he called it the Devil Seed, because it was seed number 66666666666, or however many sixes it's supposed to be. Ow! Really? Cool. Alright, one more, and then I'll have 7 flasks for... And so it was an Ocarina randomizer that I originally watched, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the randomizer of it, obviously, because here I am. I enjoyed his content, because he's just this really humble, genuinely funny, not kinda depressed. He is absolutely clinically depressed. Like, I'm pretty sure he's medicated for it. I don't know. Just very... all around, that was lucky. Lovable dude. And so... he's the kind of guy that I would support on Patreon if I had the disposable income for it. Whoa! That doesn't have the range that I thought it did. That roll, that rightward roll, is not doing me any good, so I need to stop. I thought that was going to be his grab. But watching him play the Wind Waker randomizer is making me miss that game. But I'm working on learning Minish Cap randomizer right now. I beat one. I want to get it down. I want to get the time down below 10 hours. I'd like to be able to beat a Minish Cap randomizer. Oh yeah, they shield. Alright. That was sloppy. I need to be able to do that without taking any damage. You drop anything? Oh, what do they drop? I can't remember. Falchion. I don't need that. But I have this problem where it's literally the grass is always greener on the other side. I have this problem where I romanticize all of the games that I'm not currently playing. So like many of you know, I've been working on Hollow Knight a lot lately, and that game's amazing. That game is, it's Soulsy, but it's like Super Metroid pushed through a Soulsy lens while not needing any of that for it to have its own coherent identity. It's a very impressive game. And there's a quality that art that's all hand drawn has, that something like this where all of the art is digital, beautiful. This is a gorgeous game, but there's a quality of character. I'll say it that way. I probably could have gotten away with not flasking there, but you know, I choose life. Ironic, considering this is the hardest boss in the game. But you know, and all of Hollow Knight's art is hand drawn. It's real, actual voice acted, even though they say things like "Atomastia" and and stuff like that. Like, on the wiki, the Hollow Knight wiki, all of the characters have the voice credit just as part of the top of the article. Whew. Come on now. Oh! I don't like having Ornstein behind me like this. See? Where's O? There's O. Now's the time! That's a shame. When a sumo wrestler is nimble enough to dodge your blows. Although, sumo wrestlers are probably a bad example because they are incredible athletes. I do know that. I took some damage there. We just saw one of the reasons why I prefer to focus Ornstein first, rather than Smo. And it was when Ornstein disappeared completely behind Smo. Bad! Good. Dead! Not yet, but close. Hi, guys! I don't like this! Alright. Thank you, shield. I had somebody ask me a couple weeks ago why I never two-hand, and that's why. Did you just see how many times my shield saved me in rapid succession? Yeah. We're in a bad loop here. The heal take damage, heal again loop. I don't like this. Actually, I do. Why didn't that deal damage? That was a heavy attack. Come on. No. Oh. Don't dodge toward me. Neither of us want that. Insert old Captain America theme where he... Papa Jimmer's playing classic Battlefront? Wait a second. I want to get in on that. Obviously, I'm not. I got things to do here in Lordran, or in Orlando specifically. But... Where's Smo? But I'll have to talk to him about that, because I love that game, and I'm always looking for excuses to play it. Yeah. I wasn't going to be able to survive all of that incoming damage. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, that was just a bad one. That happens. There is a My Fair Lady song that applies here. And if you know the show, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say, with a little bit of luck, we'll make it through. And that is actually true. You just need to get a good... one. I mean, like... Do I have the Thunderstone Plate Ring? Actually, that would help a lot. I do! Look at that! There's no chance to their items. So, I would rather have extra electricity. Yes! See, I knew you'd know. The best line in that song is, with a little bit of luck, she won't find out. But, you know. So that's actually going to change things, too, because, well, obviously, less damage from Ornstein's electricity is just plain a good thing. Oh... That was closer than I'm comfortable with. Not gonna lie. I guess his spear can't break those. But that's also going to reduce the amount of stamina it takes for me to block the electricity attacks with my shield. See how we have almost an entire level in our pocket just from killing those two Silver Knights on the way here? Alright. That was a pretty good opening. Oh. Keeping track of what they're both doing is so difficult. It's it takes a lot of brain power. Come on now. Thank you, shield. What's that quote? I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. That's how I felt having Smo in the corner there. Uh-oh. It's good! It's good! There it is! And we have more flasks this time than we ever have before. Not that I ran out last time I got this far. Maybe he's just taking a second to, like, focus. Also, in case you're wondering, Ornstein's helm is a lion. Electric lion! I don't know where he is, but Flask. Alright. Here we go. And see, that was a good one for me and a bad one for them. That's, ow, it just how it goes. Okay, landed the heavy attack at least. That's pretty cool. Oh. Yeah, it's coming back around. Oh, but it missed! What do you have against that pillar, man? Come on. Yeah, at least I tried something different that time. Just, like, would really, really, really kill you. That was horrifying! Yeah! This corner is bad news for you guys today, huh? Alright, that's down halfway. My computer does not like that move. And that's the answer right there. I love when the answer... There's a boss in Dark Souls 2 that the safest place from the boss is directly in front of it. It's invulnerable from all other angles, and it has these two noodly arms that come out of its front. It's shaped kind of like a frog salamander kind of thing. Here we go! Guys! We did it! The Black Knight Greatsword, what fun! And a soul of a brave warrior, and a rare ring of sacrifices. I'm never gonna sneeze on that. Hooray! I knew we'd get it done. It only took us about a half an hour, too. That's not bad. With a little bit of blooming luck. Now, it may make you very paranoid that I have not flasked, but since nothing came through that door already, we're actually completely safe. There are no enemies on this side of them. Let's go get Lautrec's corpse. See what he's got for us. Can it... I guess that's not going to be a key item. Oh, man, I can relax now. Whew. So this is ordinarily when you get the Lord Vessel. You beat them. You're really, really kind of beside yourself because it's so bloomin' hard. And that wasn't, just for the record, that wasn't me having a hard time with it. That was about what I expected from that. Alright, I was thinking that I wanted to get to 25 vitality, and then we go from there. Well, let's go talk to Guinevere. I believe I can join her covenant, and that'll be an item too. Ah.
Thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead.
Indeed I have. I'm hither. Thither. Oh.
Chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight.
Did she ever actually exist?
I have awaited thee. I bequeath the vessel to thee.
Boom. I love that.
And beseech thee. Succeed, Lord.
I beseech you. I beg you. Succeed, Lord Gwyn. I shall endeth this eternal twilight. Just not in the way that you all want me to, because I'm a rebel. Yeah. The Great Chaos Fireball Pyromancy. Alright, I have to not tell Laurentius where I got this, or he goes to the Great Swamp and Hollows. Alright. Wow. A fatigue just washed over me. Whew. Let's hit the Painted World now. Cool. Very nice. I'm glad that I did that. Part of what I mean is I'm glad that I succeeded. I wasn't entirely sure I would, if I'm being perfectly honest. Oh, I have the option to spend that Firekeeper's soul here and reinforce my Estus Flask. But since there are other Firekeeper souls in the game, I'm not going to do that. I'm also not going to grind up the next level because I don't want to. There's plenty of souls ahead of me. There's not a level I'm really itching to get. There's maybe enough souls to get my next level between me and the Painted World. There is an NPC invade in the Painted World. It's Xanthus King Jeremiah, and I have to remember to do it. I can't believe Kirk, Knight of Thorns, is one of the cooler... is a really cool aspect of this game. Maybe not one of the cooler aspects, but I'm disappointed that I forgot. He invades in 3 or 4 different places before his corpse appears, right by Quelag's sister. And you have to beat him in all of those places, and I'm pretty sure you have to do it before beating the boss in an area. I'll double check that between sessions, and if not, we can go get those. But I'm pretty sure I missed them, which is sad because it's a cool mechanic, and it's a bunch of items. You realize you don't scare me, right? Now, this is a game in which you don't get complacent, though. Come on, guys. You gotta do better than that. Gotta be quicker than that. But yeah, they don't scare me. Not being complacent in this situation means... Whoa. Not aggroing all of them at once. This was a mask. Mother, maybe? Thought you could sneak up on me, huh? Hiya! And that was actually a lot of damage that I was doing to ONS. That's probably the most damage I've ever done to them. Like, the highest my damage output has been against them. And that's why it only took me, what, 7 tries? 10 tries? And yes, I did say only 10 tries. That boss is ridiculous. That boss are ridiculous? Why are you guarding Tarkus's corpse? I don't understand. Oh, not very closely, apparently. Or is it because I already grabbed the thing? Doesn't matter. Now, you have to be sure before entering... Oh, wow. Nice close-up of my thigh there. You have to be sure before entering the painted world. Need amazing item. Because the only way out is through. You can't warp from the bonfire that it sets you at. And so you have to complete the area. Speaking of completing areas... we'll do the painted world first, but I have access to the whole game now. Nothing really frightens me anymore. Which is kind of the case with beating Ornstein and Smo. Once you do that, it's like if Dark Souls is climbing a mountain, the steepest part of the mountain is from the beginning of Sen's fortress to defeating Ornstein and Smo and receiving the Lord Vessel. Here we are in the painted world of Ariamis. You can say that however you want. I'm going to say it however I want. That's just going to be my policy with pronouncing things. Yeah, it's does that say 25,900? Yeah, we're going to call it 26,000. Fighting traditional hollows again, so that, you know what that means. More clumps! I'm actually probably full. No, I'm not. Oh, because I've been to Blighttown since then. These guys deal actual damage, though, so you don't want to take as much damage as I just took from them. But it'll be fine. Need to get up there to get access to that. There's no vendor in here. Oh, geez. It's good that they drop clumps, though, because you do get toxicked in here. Oh, that's just where I came from. Okay. Now I'm back full on purple clumps. And it's these things that toxic you. So just for what it's worth, if that jump attack hadn't missed, we probably wouldn't have died right there. We may not have lived much longer, but it wouldn't have been that abrupt. In vanilla, there's an ember here, too. Maybe we'll wear this poison bite ring. I don't need the Thunderstone plate ring anymore. It's creepy, isn't it? That when you put it on, it shows you how much it increases by, and then the poison has to tick down from there. The gargoyle weapons give you... I think it's poison, bleed, and curse resist, which is super cool. But when you equip them... Or so, when you equip them, they do that same thing with the bar. Where it appears and then ticks down, and it's unsettling, because why? There, see, that's what I expected to happen the first time. Now, before we do anything about the toxic, which is a really unsettling sentence... We kill the other one so that we don't get toxic again. You know what I saw there? I saw my poison bite ring doing nothing. Didn't prevent me from taking or getting poisoned. So I don't know if that's what we're gonna wear. I wouldn't mind the Ring of Steel protection game. You got that for me? What are we hearing? Maybe it's the phalanxes. There's an enemy down in the courtyard of this area called phalanx. It's Phalanx, or Latin word for division of soldiers. But how do you pluralize that? Probably XES, phalanxes. But sometimes Latin likes to turn X's into C's, phalanxes. I don't know. Phalanxi. I like that one. Oh, sometimes you can avoid it, but I guess it's fine. Alright, stop that. Do that. And there aren't too many more of these toxic guys left. I really don't know what you call those. I think they're hollows with some sort of infection or infestation on them. Dark Souls is big on that. Look how wrong I was! It was very. I have avoided it in the past. But not today, apparently. There are some things that you get by falling and stuff, but we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna do our first lap and just get through. Ideally, we're gonna open that door right at the beginning. You know how from the bonfire I run through the archway straight at a hollow with a closed door behind it and then fight the other two? That door... I know, obviously, I know how you open it. Well, that was a frustrating thing. Ooh. Speckled stone plate ring is nifty. That's the final reward for Sigmire's quest. It's a ring, it does... There are 4 stone plate rings. The thunder stone plate ring, the fire stone plate ring, the spell stone plate ring, and then the speckled stone plate ring, which does a little bit less than the other stone plates, but in all of the elements. These are the things that I'm glad I know about, because getting trampled by this dragon is no fun. Alright, screen's done shaking. Oh, that's a lot of health. Do I still have the poison bite ring on? Because it'll help me in this fight. Yeah, I'm doing enough damage that this one will happen in a reasonable amount of time. The last time I tried to fight one of these undead dragons... Well, that happened a lot, but that's not what I was going to say. I was dealing very, very, very little damage. Whoa. I think I still had the Sunlight Straight Sword equipped. And wasn't enough damage. Sorry, things happened on my phone, and I like to read the texts that my wife sends, even if I don't respond to them. I forgot to check if I still have the poison bite ring equipped. So let's do that. Actually, yes, I do. Sadly, Andrew, because your message is the last one that's on, so I'm still thinking about it. Sadly, I don't think that it's Phalanxi because of, from what I know of Latin, that adding an I on the end is the way that you pluralize only certain words, and they're generally words that end in us. Like gladius. The plural of gladius would be gladii, because of Latin doesn't have word order. It conjugates nouns instead, because, that's better, right? And so, but it's not called conjugating, it's called declining. Ironic for the Romans, don't you think? But the US to I thing is a second declension trait. First declension are your A words, your puella, and I forgot about this. That's how you kill him without getting poisoned. Nifty. Your puella and your villa, but that is practically the same word. Why can't I think of other first declension words? I bet you amphora is first declension. Because the plural is amphorae. And that's the, you see a lot of Latin words with AE on the end for plurals. And that's the first declension plural. Life is a struggle, isn't it, bud? Actually, I don't know firsthand, but I would imagine unlife is even worse. Now it's going to be a claw swipe. Now it's going to vomit poison crap at me. Now it's going to be a claw swipe. Now will it be the same again? Yes. That missed. Alright. This shouldn't be too bad. If I'm not careful, I will fall off, though. And that would be too bad. And there it is. And it dropped something. I think they always drop dragon scales in vanilla. The target shield and the crystal soul spear sorcery. Goog's great bow. Andrew, I'll never forget that cartoon you showed me of it was like poorly drawn great knights of Lord Gwyn, or maybe it was just supposed to be Dark Souls bosses. But it was my arm is, Artorias was saying, my arm is screwed. Go was named Goog. He was saying, I can't F and C. I just still laugh at that all the time. Alright, there's harpies in here, and they're not fun. for a lot of reasons. I guess we gotta go around if we want to go down. Ah, the harpy's after me! They dropped something I have a lot of use for in vanilla. But I can't remember what it is currently. They also apparently have a ton of health. That's a grab. They like to land on your head, and it's bad. It's just all so bad. They drop transient curses. Well, I'm not going to have any trouble in New Londo anymore. I live for the day that I find another illusory wall that I didn't know about in this game. I know they've got to be out there. I've never looked up a complete list of them. But also, I want to know where they all are. Alright, this is where the Phalanxi are. And they have drops in vanilla. And I find, by the way, the creature made up of other creatures mashed together horrifying. So I really dislike these things. First order of business. Open this door. Second order of business, be careful because they throw their spears. See? That one I saw coming. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, we got a drop. I wanted that to be a jump attack, just for what it's worth. And they die in 2 lights. I have a saying that I came up with in college. It's based on the first Mickey cartoon, Steamboat Willie. There's a part in it when it's after he takes the helm, or I guess that's kind of how it starts, isn't it? That he's driving the boat and whistling. Pete finds him and yells at him. Maybe it's not at the beginning. It's been a long time since I've watched Steamboat Willie, but I'll never forget this scene. It's when Pete's punishing him for driving the boat. He sends him down to the galley to peel potatoes, and because it's a classic cartoon, they use an old cartoon. It's one of the oldest cartoon tricks. There's the hand-drawn... It's all hand-drawn. The animated part, the part that actually moves... Sorry, I'm thinking a lot about not getting stabbed to death by horrors from beyond the painting, I guess. The potatoes that he's pulling... The pile of potatoes that he's pulling from is a static object in the animation. But Mickey himself is not. And so that punishment was always deeply horrifying to me because he would do it's classic cartoon or classic animation. He would like reach behind the pile, pull one out, peel it, put it into the bin, reach behind the pile again, pull another one out, put it into the bin, and there would be no progress. The bin wouldn't visibly fill up, and the pile wouldn't visibly shrink. And so in my nightmares, Mickey is still there peeling potatoes, right? And these Phalanxi, as we've decided we're calling them, reminded me of this. There were 1 million of them, right? And they're all gone. And it's because that pile of potatoes can't exist. In real life, no matter how many potatoes are in that pile, if you just keep taking one off, peeling it, and chucking it into the bin, that's a good find, you will go through all of the potatoes. And And that's such a comforting thing for me, especially in the restaurant business, when after 4 hours of running around, you then have work to do that is often, like when I was at Buffalo Wild Wings, we would have to cut celery and portion blue cheese and ranch, and that crap took forever. It was very demoralizing. There was a day when everybody else the manager and the closing service wanted to lock up, but I had gotten held up by a table at the end of my shift, and I couldn't get ahead on my side work, and so I just wound up still being there cutting celery as the restaurant was closing at 1 a.m. And that's a special kind of horrible, man. But when I learned to tell myself that my side work wasn't that pile of potatoes, that if I just kept with it and I kept, taking potatoes off of the pile, if I just kept doing stuff, it was not, I gotta remember to level up here actually, it wasn't an endless amount of work. It really saved me a lot of strife. And that clicked for me before the end of college, which thank God for, because college sure felt like a pile of potatoes a lot, especially before the CPAP. But, if you just keep doing it, it will go away. You will do it. And that is one of the more important little philosophical realizations that I've ever had in my life. Can we pillage the body, please? Thank you. I need to find a way to work it into my fiction. Because it being a fantasy world, I can't use the cartoon animation example to make the point. You're the pile of potatoes, or it not being a pile of potatoes? Every little bit of progress you get to keep. The Calamity Ring? Who wants double damage? That's what Dark Souls is like, too. And if I ever write a nonfiction book, it might be called Dark Souls is Life. Or Life is Dark Souls, probably. Because I don't want to go down there yet. I'm human. I don't want to die. This game really helped me become a better person. And that sounds ridiculous to me. But it's true. If I hadn't refused to let this game defeat me over 120 hours of my life, because that's my first file, is 120 hours long. And I didn't do everything. I had an epiphany during it that, if you just keep trying, you will get it. And I understand Hades is like that, actually, as well. The Witch Hat! Fun! Is it Beatrice? There he is! This guy's got a great hat. Oh, never mind. Randomizer, I forgot. That whip's gonna poison me. Jeremy! How about no? How about actually you stop? Jerome? I'm so glad that I have you, who has tapped into the... Wow, that was a lot of damage. The community. Is he using Chaos Pyromancies? Well, was he? Now that he dead! Now that he been vanquished. The Paladin Helm. That's a different NPC invade. Ivory Talisman Balder Leggings. Man, I really want a progress item. But the realization that all I have to do is keep going. And I fail if the fail state of Dark Souls is having given up. Your character respawns infinitely until your character loses hope and stops respawning. That is the lore of Dark Souls. And so translating that into life was a great moment for me. The knowledge that all I need to do is keep going. This is another creature that's just human enough that it's a little bit upsetting. This is too many harpies! Does that sound like a sitcom name? Well, that's one fewer for you. Tried to, my TV is old and bad, and I can't get my dimensions to show me everything that I want them to, sadly. That's kind of nifty. It would have been niftier earlier in the game, but, so what I can see is, I think Amy tried 2 on 1 in 2 back in the day. Romance the Bird. Extraordinary. That, I wish I could say that surprised me. The 1 in 2 is actually a character, though, not an enemy. Weaponsmith Ornifex. You bring her boss souls. She's one of the 2 boss soul transmutation characters. There's got to be a place that's safe to fall down. Didn't surprise any of us. No. No, it didn't. Super stealth. Is that out of bounds? No. Neither is that, actually, but it was further down than I was comfortable falling. Boy, I'm racking up souls like crazy here. Can you climb ladders? Yep. Alright, let's see here. No, not what I wanted to lock on to. Oh, the burp sound effect. That's terrible. Alright, cool. Give me that. And now, I believe there is more up here for me. But where could it be? There could it be! Lord's Blade Gloves and Crystal Weapon Sorcery? Is that what that was? I only have 1 flask left. Yeah. Although, I do feel a bit more Crystal Magic Weapon. I didn't want to spend too much time reading it because like I say a lot, I want to stay alive. So thank you. That must be the rats breathing. That's really unsettling. Why do they sound like that? No. Okay. Rathsma. Sorry, I'm making myself laugh. The Bracelet of the Great Lord. Surprisingly decent fire damage reduction. Alright. We gotta get back to the bonfire. I wouldn't say we're safe. There's also a lot of souls in my pocket, and I was hoping to keep them. Actually, I was hoping to spend them. There's just a little bit left to do here. Which is sad, because as I've been saying, I really want to find a progress item. The Firekeeper doesn't kindle the bonfire. Oh, man. Okay. Until you sacrifice your first Lord's soul to it. So, I'd like one. So that when I restore the Firelink Shrine, you get 20 flasks at it. I'm having trouble justifying putting points into these things when it's not going to give us any immediate effect. I have a lot of hard souls in my pocket, so we'll let them fall by the wayside. And I don't mind doing some off-screen grinding either. That's one of the things that podcasts are good for. Alright. It's time to descend. Isn't there a... I thought for sure there was a petrified blacksmith here that has an ember. Like up at the top. But I was just up there and I got the divine ember. But... I don't know. There's bone wheel skeletons in here. Another instance of it's not a pile of potatoes. Bone wheel skeletons. Just kill them one at a time, and eventually you'll go through them all. That's the one that's almost dead. Or miss all your swings. That's good too. I got the flask, that's what matters. Don't you love when you kill the first one in one hit, and then you have hope and confidence that's immediately dashed against the rocks? Channeler's Helm, ow. Uh-oh. That killed one of them. I see you. Alright. You see that there's another one too. Thought it had me. Man. That killed it. Love it. Yeah, I got a little close to that one. Alright. Hopefully that's all of them from in here. Man. This is the thing that you need down here. But there's more that we want from down here. So now we can get through, That's the last thing you need to do to leave the painted world. Unless you aggro Priscilla. In which case you will need to defeat Priscilla. No, it's this way. Bone wheel skeletons pop through these sometimes. See? Good, I got it. Spider shield and mace. Windu? Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. Is that it? More. I know! I was really looking forward to coming here because of all the items, and we're not really finding stuff that's gonna help move us forward. That was not the way to do that. Ferris's hat. Alright, we can get all the way through the Darkroot Garden now, too. See what Sif has. And we should be able to survive the Tomb of the Giants now. There's a bunch of stuff down there. Also, we haven't gotten to... Alright. So, this is the entrance again. Right. Well, it's all the same thing, except does your game kill your spirit partway through? I'm not trying to compete. I'm just conversing. Stop it! Yeah. There we go. Oh no, this is just the well. Right, so that's the thing about this, is that it's really hard. Yeah. I fully acknowledge that there are people who don't have the constitution to beat this. Which is kind of a shame, and I do understand why there is a conversation about accessibility and Dark Souls, because not everybody wants to have to overcome the emotions that this game causes in people, but it wouldn't be, because the way that beating one of these bosses feels is unparalleled. Alright. There's something I'm missing. I'll look at it from another angle. The spot where I found the Lord Vessel in my first randomizer seed, I have not gotten to yet, and I'm blanking on how to get there. So we're going to have to do a little bit of exploring here. Unless I just found it by accident, but... Did I? No. Okay. It's... I have to go... Yeah, okay. Now at least I know where I am. So let's go... Missed both of them? Jeez. Because I still want the blooming clumps. There we go. So many items just sitting on the ground there. Okay, that's... A little bit unnecessary, but I'm not also gonna complain. Okay. The item in question is right over here. Hey, I got another humanity somewhere along the way. Because if at all possible, let's not get poisoned. Come on, man. There it is. I really wanted it to poison this hollow, but it didn't. So it's that item, and you don't get that by jumping to it. I'm not convinced you can get that by jumping to it. You have to. You can go up and around somehow. Ah, there we go. But I don't remember how. You have to fall. Is it? It was that, but you get that by falling off of the roof. But it's right here. There we go. There we go. Ah, what's up, guys? All right, some blooming clumps. Can this be multiple items too, please? I know that's a little bit... I don't know. Greedy. But... the giant armor, that's... something. And you can't backstab them, can you? It seems like there should be humanoid... they're humanoid enough that it seems like you should be able to. But you cannot. There's the fall. Lord Vessel. Basement key! Basement key. Is this the key that I skipped the need for? Large flame ember. Opens door leading to lower undead bergs. So yes, that didn't just open anything. Because I skipped. Oh my goodness. Well, alright. Let's... Am I seeing any other items here that... I think there's something at the top of the tower. There's a harpy around here somewhere. Why do they drop red chunks too? That's so weird. My shadow. Alright. It's time for me to hit the bathroom again. So I will be right back. I'm back. I thought I had unmuted it, sat down, put my earphone in, but then I discovered that I hadn't. Alright. Finishing off Painted World. I haven't died here yet, have I? Maybe I have. I can't remember. Death matters so little in this. I haven't died since fighting Jeremiah. I'm still human. I want to double check up here. No, I don't. I trust myself. Eesh. They make me uneasy. That door is now open. That's what we opened by going into those sewer place. But I'm pretty sure there's something all the way at the top of this tower that I want. I mean, I want it because it's an item. Obviously, I don't know what it is. Remember how this is a randomizer? I was a little bit like that in my first several sessions. Oh, hi. Keep scooting up this. Yeah, there's no items that I can see. And yeah, so you got to get all the way to the top, and there's a bunch of harpies. There's an item. Yay, the fall was far enough. Alright. Come on. Yeah, Snuggly the Crow doesn't even want that. I don't know of a use for those. Do you guys? Like, I've never encountered a place that comes in handy in this game. Okay, that's back. Let's see here. So I'm thinking that the game plan going forward, because I'm not going to do anything else today after the Painted World, and I am going to beat Priscilla here today, because boss drops can be progress items. I mean, they are boss drops in vanilla, with the exception of the Lord Vessel. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Is this the one where Yeah, there he is. See? This is what I was looking for. I gotta check the durability of this weapon. Since obsidian is, in real life, a type of glass, I worry that it has a relatively low durability. guy does a reasonable amount of, or has a reasonable amount of health. That's not one of the first ones of those that you encounter. I think that's the only sword one, though. The other ones that you encounter have maces, and the first one's a mini-boss that doesn't respawn. Now, I'll warn you right now, I'm really, really, really bad at getting the tail cut on Priscilla. It's the one in this game that gives me a lot of trouble.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If
Got that
thou
right.
hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
I've always said that requited, but, you know. Alright, here we go.
I expect it as not from thee. Why dost thee hurry toward thine
Nope.
death?
Okay. Eesh. I want the blood bite ring for this. I got her. I wish the life hunt site were good.
Why could thou not let us be? Didst thou not see why Ariamis created?
It is Ariamis. If you just let me have your tail, we wouldn't have to fight. Everybody would be happy, but no. So attached to it. I really didn't die for all that time. That's a long time. Now here's hoping I don't lose a 30,000 soul 2 humanity bloodstain. That would be... Was that a blooming clump? I looked away at just the wrong time, and I didn't expect to get something interesting, but I couldn't tell what that was. I only have one blood red clump? Crap. This is going to be rough, apparently. Oh, but I am going to equip the blood bite ring. That'll help. I guess it doesn't tick down by the amount that it adds, because it's not that much bigger than it was last time. Look at that, the bleed is still going down. That was all of my stamina. Huh? Alright. You don't get to heal. Let's see here. I'm running out of steam here. Priscilla might be too much for me right now. Which would kind of be a shame, because she's kind of in the middle of boss difficulty for this game. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, well, at least it protects me from the bleed. is weird. She does reappear, right? Yes! Come on. Yes! Yes! Just in time, too! Yeah, it's... But why? I know. Jeez. This is starting to get rough. Alright, 5 humanities. 30,000 souls. Just jump off. It'll be fine. I love that little cutscene. Okay, nobody's aggroed? Okay. Close at 8. Alright. I have time to play a little bit more. And then I can go to the liquor store. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This has been a longer stream than I've done before. And I'm enjoying it. Obviously, I really like doing this. But it's also very tiring. And so I appreciate y'all sticking around. Now I think it's time for us to go down into New Londo. It should be that the ghosts don't really give us any trouble because we're dealing plenty of damage. So we should be able to, relatively speaking, breeze through that. And to be honest, I would call that O and S kind of breezing through in some ways. For me, it's never easy. I always have to do some relearning, and I always have to dial it in a bit. But so what I'm trying to say is that that's as smooth and Ornstein and Smo as I could expect. I don't know that I ever do that on my first try. I was just really happy to have done the buttress run on my first try. I don't want to warp out of this. Although it's too late now, isn't it? Is this where... Okay, good. But I'm pretty sure you can warp to this one, so I'm not really worried about it. Because this is a Covenant bonfire, and I seem to remember you being able to warp to all the Covenant bonfires. And it's the Dark Moon Seance Ring that I need for this, right? Dark Moon Blade Covenant Ring doesn't do the trick. Yeah, no. Speaking of which, what's my durability at? 266 out of 350. Not bad. Alright. So. And now we warp back to the Firelink Shrine. Does Anastasia give us anything for reviving her? She's not happy about it. Hi, are you?
That is it's noisy. It snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laugh.
Then why am I laughing at you? I can't remember what triggers him to hollow and go down to New Londo and attack.
Now I can continue. I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend. Forgive me, I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration. Please, leave. I wish not to.
My impure tongue. I've been thinking about it all game. The time has come for me to just kill this guy, because I'm going to kill him eventually.
You. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I think you've done me a favor.
Yeah, see, 1,000 souls and no item. There's... Sigmire!
Fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gate, the old fortress.
Was that your doing? Yes.
Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This Knight of Katerina thanks you sincerely. Please.
Stone gauntlets. Alright. Thumbnail's gotta be there now, right?
Oh, there you are. Master Logan. It seems that he is still determined to find the famed I intend to search for him. You see, Master Logan has... With them, I could... You have done much. Before I leave on this journey...
Okay, did his stock update?
Then let... As promised.
Yes, it did. Cool. Soul of Manus. No, I guess not. I thought you could... Oh, no, you can. It's at the bottom of the list. Cool. You can trade this to Snuggly the Crow, so I will take it. And then, yeah, he doesn't really have anything else that I'm interested in.
All right. May we meet him?
Sorry if I made you afraid there for a second that I was going to brutally murder him like I did the Crestfallen Warrior. Thumbnail is over there. Alright. Guess who doesn't scare me? It's you! It's cute that you have a shield, bro. Although I do want what you drop. Alright. Aishimai.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Haha. Giant Fury Prism Stone, Blooming Clumps, Large Soul of Proud Knight, which I don't think I care about. 20,000 Soul Dragon Scale, Sanctus and Cult Club, Ammo, the Symbol of Avarice for 1,000. Neat. And the Wolf Ring. That's nothing interesting. But...
Well, that is a shame, but no matter. Come back. Not every... There'll be...
He'll have stuff for us. He'll have more stuff for us as we kill more bosses. Trying to think... Because if I could get into the DLC... But I need the Broken Pendant for that. But if I could get into the DLC... Killing Artorias would update his stock. Defeating Gwyn does, but that's kind of our goal here, so... I'm not going to really count that. The Four Kings doesn't... Sif won't... Yeah, it's... Because it's mostly... It's all bosses that, I left it down there. It's all bosses that wear armor, that you beat them, and then he sells their armor. Excuse me. Oh, I haven't cleared out the Great Hollow. And there's some stuff in the Ash Lake, too. But so let's do this. Oh. I don't believe there's any toxic here. Dum-de-dum. Can I give Rickert down here any embers?
Hey, hang on. Is that? I've never seen. What? Please. I'm a.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I will forge Rickett a weapon to make.
Beautiful. You don't sell anything interesting, do you? I don't remember. No. Alright, bye. I really hope to break up the monotony. Alright, New Londo. 12 transient curses. Should be plenty. Also, good to know that I can pop into the painted world and grind them. Oh no, the crestfallen merchant at the top of Sen's Fortress sells them. So I am not worried about this. If I run out of transient curses, I can just go get more. But again, this should be okay. Because watch. That's going to be the key here. Since apparently it doesn't take long for the inventory slot to max out, I'm just going to keep picking those up. Alright, and we're nearing 6:45 local time. So I'm thinking 7:15, in about another half an hour. I missed the jump! About another half an hour of this, and then we're going to be done. Just to let you know. I don't like to end abruptly. But at this point, the randomizer is gonna just be a matter of clearing out areas one at a time. So I'm doing New Londo now, even though I can't fight the Four Kings. And I'm doing New Londo now partially because I can't fight the Four Kings, because that'll be better for kind of just the end of this session. Been an intimate group tonight. Not gonna complain about that. Twitch has like tiers with an I of streamer, and you can't monetize your stream through Twitch until you have 50 followers, you've streamed a certain amount, which is like not that much that they ask for. And you have an average of 3 viewers across for your online time. And I like describing that to people because I feel like when I say Twitch has requirements for being able to monetize or something like that, they go, okay, so like, what hoops do you have to jump through for that? And it's really not bad. Once I describe it to them, they're like, oh, that's reasonable. Because you wouldn't think that having an average of 3 viewers would seem like that much. And I'm very lucky today. Thank all 3 of you that are on my counter. I sincerely hope there are more, and I've noticed that different counters say different things. So I choose to believe that there are more than 3 of you. But even if Twitch is only counting 3 of you, I'm still in good shape today for that. Which is, feels good, man. It's nice to feel like I'm making progress. Because all of this time spent with 3 viewers, even though it's not going to pull me up as quickly above that average of 3 viewers threshold, it's still raising my average, because my average right now was 2.3 the last time I looked, and that was before this stream. And this stream I've held, my counter has held at 3 pretty consistently. So that's nice. Thank you guys. I can't do it without you. Eesh. I also need 50 followers, and I'm up to 25. Which, if you're watching, thank you, T-Car the Merce. You're my most recent follow. I'm not confident that I have interacted with you. I'm confident I haven't interacted with you in 2 ways. Live on stream. But I'm going to keep shouting you out until somebody else follows me, or I get to thank you in real time, or both. Oh, it's a female one. That reminded me of a different dumb YouTube video. It's a female. Building yourself a girlfriend. Another dragon scale. That's good. Ow, it hurts. Nah, I didn't. Oh, dear. Drink that right now. Alright. Now kill them. Re-kill them. Vanquish them. I don't know. What word would you use to do away with a ghost? Defeat! But that's a little bit dry, don't you think? Eliminate. Do it. That's what that made me think of. Exercise. Yeah, that's not a bad one, actually. I like the idea of performing exorcisms with a sword. That's... So now that I'm thinking about it, though, the problem with exercise is that I hate doing it. It makes me tired. No, is the fact that when you exorcise a demon, it's not dead. It's just removed. You know what I mean? So that wouldn't necessarily be the best choice. Better than anything I came up with, though, so don't think I'm knocking you. So that's the basement cleared out. Well, that works for me too. I'm a character with ghost touch currently. I assume it's touch. I see ghost TO and then the screen cuts out because my hardware is lame. Did I get them all? Was that everything? All right. Yes, touch. I figured. She expected me to be off at 6 like I normally am. I thought I saw a chest, but it was just...
Well, this is a surprise.
You.
Get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel.
I do have the Lord Vessel.
Very impressive.
Thank you, I thought so.
Exactly what your intentions are.
Ooh.
You seek the 4 kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal.
That'll certainly get us through some doors, but I wouldn't call it a key. It's not, Andrew, to answer your question, it's literally the bounds of the screen on the TV. The plastic frame of the television. Oh, I thought I attacked him. My controller almost fell out of my lap. The screen seems to extend outside of the inside of the plastic frame. And because I've been using this TV for years, I've tried a million billion things to try to correct it, and nothing I have done works or sticks, which is the worst. So, like right now, I'm playing Dark Souls windowed, and so I can see all the bounds on my screen that way. And if I had a mouse and time, I could probably shrink the Twitch Studio window to be the correct dimensions, but I have not found a way, not for lack of trying, I haven't found a way to get any of my devices. The PS4 does it, the Wii does it on a component cord. It's just, I think it's the design of the TV. Sorry. My wife texted me again. I normally stop at or around 6, and so she's confused as to why I haven't.
The dark wraiths reside
Oh yeah, Dark Wraiths.
but the abyss follows.
Yeah, I know, it was Artorias and stuff. So she was expecting me to have responded, and I wasn't, and so she was confused. Okay, you don't really have anything else for me. I don't think he drops anything either. If he gives you the key to the seal, killing him doesn't give you anything. Let's see here. It's so nice to have all of the ghosts in here already dead. Makes it quiet though, doesn't it? Alright, that wasn't what I was looking for. This is. Oh, that's the Four Kings fog. This is deeper in, so I actually... The Dark Hand! One of the better shields in the game. Weirdly. I was like, isn't there some trick about this? Why do I feel like this isn't a normal thing? And there's this gap that I just blithely walked across. Hey! So that is what we'll do next. We'll do the other half of Dark Route next time, because now I have the Crest of Artorias. And now I won't have to walk all the way around, which is especially miserable because I still don't have the Rusted Iron Ring. And so it would be a slog to go around through that Hydra pond every time. Tum ti 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 tum 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 ti tum ti tum. Man, game lagged for a second and it put me out of sync with my footsteps. What you got for me? I am excited to start streaming Zelda games. I am going to, after I find my third Lord Soul, because there are 4. There's the Lord Vessel and 4 Lord Souls, and that's how you beat this game. So after I find my third one, I'm going to put another post. Jeez, there's a lot of rare rings of sacrifice, apparently. I'm gonna post another poll on Facebook as to what I should do next. And Dark Souls is not gonna be on it. And that's not because I would never ever randomize this on the internet again. No, that's just because I want variety. It being the spice of life. And so the next choices... I always knew my character's head was empty. And so the next choices are going to be, Ocarina and Majora, like before. Metroid Prime, which I'm super excited to do. And if it doesn't get voted in the next couple of... This is also going to be much longer, by the way, than... This is going to be much longer than any of the other games that I am going to be comfortable randomizing. Alright. Contraption does not move. That's because we need to open the seal here. And then, against the advice of dude bros everywhere, it's time to break the seal. I'm a little proud of myself for that joke. I probably don't need to be, but... I wonder if those doors were designed to hold back water. Because I feel like you wouldn't design it to swing outward like that when the water pushes on it. And that's the Valley of the Drakes. We've been there. It didn't go well, but we went there. Now does the contraption move? Yes. But yeah, I was saying that this randomizing Dark Souls is going to be significantly longer of a process than Ocarina of Time, Metroid Prime, Majora's Mask. Seasons, I haven't beaten a randomized file of Oracle of Ages yet, because there's some wonky stuff that you have to know how to do with the harp. Oh, I hate that sound. It really drives them not being human nicely, but it's still not great. Yes. Let's do this. Fighting these things is rough. And so that's why I'm hemming and hawing so much, but... Just one of them, though, please. Just one of them, though, please. Okay, yeah. Alright. My curse is up. Come in here. I know you come in here. I know for a fact you come in here. Is this another one of those things that's just behaving strangely this time? It must be. Yeah, okay, bye. Pay no attention to the piles and piles and piles and piles of dead bodies. This is why New Londo is full of ghosts. It's because the residents of the city were in it when it was flooded. Let's see here. I know there's another Dark Wraith around. There's plural more Dark Wraiths around, actually. Okay. 3 lights. We can deal with that. Alright, let's see here. Where does this put us out? I just want to be safe from ghosts. Uh-oh. Okay, remember what I was saying earlier about the kind of monster that I find the most upsetting? This one's called a mass of souls. Can I please get this backstab? Come on. Oh. This feels like a horror movie, doesn't it? But I got the flask off, so that's good. Go, get your... come on! There we go. Alright. Yeesh, that was close. There it is. Alright, okay. Oh, you can hear it. Where is it? I've never run away from it like that before, so I really don't know where it's going to wind up. Oh, good. Bubbles, too. That was both of them, so there's that at least. It returned to where it lives. Another Dark Wraith. That's bad. Talk about being trapped between a rock and a Dark Wraith. I make jokes when I'm uncomfortable. And when I'm comfortable. And when I don't know what's going on. So I guess that doesn't really narrow it down. Alright, come on now. Let's pop the bubble. Eeh! I didn't even really mean for that to be a thing that bubbles do, you know? Like, using a potion in League of Legends we call popping a pot. And so making it do that thing it does is what I meant by popping it. But bubbles really do pop, so like it was perfect. I feel like there's got to be an item in one of these, but I don't remember. I guess not. Okay, there's nothing over there. We're gonna activate the shortcut. Oh, another dragon scale. That's really good. We don't need those. So this is the shortcut. I would be interested to know if that shortcut becomes available when you drain the city. Or if you do have to activate it from this side. Don't fall off. That would be foolish. Burning bright. Man, come on. I was really hoping to have found another progress item by now. I'm not gonna lie. Ember ahead. I wonder if this is what I was thinking. Somehow, this is what I was thinking of in the Painted World. Well, this is claustrophobic. Alright. And a waste of our time, apparently. Let's see here. We'll go grab this chest. I don't recall any mimics in New Londo. This session, we've gotten the stone legs, the stone hands, the, we just got the stone greatsword. That's interesting. Alright, so let me see. This should be toward more Dark Wraiths. Yes. There are more ghosts this way as well. I recognize that I wasted a transient curse earlier. And I'm comfortable with that. I don't mind being careful in Dark Souls. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Every nook and cranny, we're just making sure. Hi! Bye! Waiting for them to drop something. Apparently it's going to be rare. Large soul of a proud knight. I was going to say, isn't there a Dark Wraith on this bridge? You can parry these guys too if you're good. I don't know if I'm that good today. Two large Titanite shards. Just what I was hoping for. One over there too. Nifty. I wonder if you could even see it, because the stream is darker than my screen, and on my screen all I could see was an orb hovering off in the distance. Pillage body. No? Okay. Is there anything in here? Just a Dark Wraith. Oh no, this is... Okay, this connects back over here. Neat. So, nothing, like, exciting, but map continuity is exciting, isn't it? Let's kill these ghosts before this curse wears off. Undead Asylum Floor to West! Alright, so that's next session. All planned out then, isn't it? That's good, at least. Come on now. I was really hoping to get that backstab. It did not happen. Alright, fall off. That's fine. Whoo! Now heal. They're going to run around. No. Can't parry a kick. Not going to be able to parry the two-handed swing, but... Okay. That's a backstab. There we go. Alright. And I've shown that I can take one, and we get a drop. What'd you drop? I wonder if it's Moss Clumps or Demon Titanite. There we go. Alright, my curse is still up. Oh no! I didn't remember that that's there. It must not respawn, because this is on the walk to the Four Kings. Can you go away? Ugh. Oh, geez, that bogs you down. I don't like the thought of being covered in whatever that is at all. Oh, that's where the bubbles come from. Neat. And that's why they don't hurt it, too, actually. That makes sense. There's the stab. I was wondering when that would happen. Ooh. And that's a dead mass of souls. A mass of dead souls? A dead mass of dead souls. There are ghosts in here. Why aren't they attacking me? Weird. Geez, I thought I was hearing something, but it's just my footstep sounds having changed because I'm walking on bones. This game makes you paranoid fast. Alright, my transient curse wore off. Now I'm going to get attacked by ghosts. No? That's so weird. I wonder why I remember there being ghosts here when there's not. It's a really cool, these are a really cool enemy, the Dark Wraiths. Alright, well, that's pretty much New Londo, isn't it? The only thing left to do here is fight the Four Kings, and I can't do that without the Covenant of Artorias. So, let's leave. Well, nice. I'm glad we were able to do that. That was a nice little addendum to the end of our stream here. 12 flasks? Wow. So, next time we will clear out the Undead Asylum and the far end of Darkroot Garden. I had hoped to be able to see the Sad Sif cutscene. I'm just gonna go grab 500 souls. I had hoped to get to see the Sad Sif cutscene, because I never have before, but that isn't looking likely because I haven't found the broken pendant yet. So that is putting a damper on that. And I realized with the Lord Vessel, I wanted to place it for Koth, but I can't, or won't, I guess is a better word, artificially lengthen this. I certainly don't want to, because it's already really long. I've been playing this for about a month and a half, and I'm still not... I don't know how to quantify how far I am. There's one way. I have the Lord Vessel and none of the Lord Souls. So that's how far into this I am. I have cleared out a lot of the game though. And so I mean the procedure is just keep going, keep clearing stuff out and you'll find it. Like I was talking about earlier, don't stop. You stop, you lose. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is still a lot of fun for me, even if my kind of excitement for Dark Souls has waned a bit. Next time we find some good progress items, that'll help. And actually, finding these two keys, the Undead Asylum key and the Crest of Artorias, are motivating to me. I'll be excited next week to clear out Darkroot Garden from the bonfire easily. You know, I should also jog through the Valley of the Drakes, get those items, and then of course we have Crystal Caves, so the second half of Seath's part, all of the Demon Ruins and Lost Izalith. And what am I forgetting? I feel like there's something else. It's Seath, the Bed of Chaos, the Four Kings. I can never hold on to all four of them in my head at once. Wow. I don't know what I'm forgetting, but I'm forgetting it. So we still have a good amount of game to check, but we're crossing stuff off the list quite efficiently. Today was good. To beat Ornstein and Smo today, that's great. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry I'm a little rambly. I'll see you all. Woo, woo, woo. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Peace.